It's a new year, so I thought let's have a new special host. I asked my wife to make her easy nacho recipe, which is always fun and delicious to eat. Enjoy.
Start by heating up the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, cut a quarter part of a white onion, then dice it so we can add it to the ground beef. Next, open up the tomato sauce can, which we're going to add to the ground beef later. Heat up a pan to about medium-high and add 1 tablespoon of oil, and when the oil is hot, add in the onions. Once the onions have browned, we will add our ground beef. Break it down so it can cook evenly. Add about 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. Stir it and break it apart really well. Cook it until browned, so about 7 to 10 minutes or so. Then do a taste test and adjust your seasoning to your liking. Stir again. Once that's done, add the tomato sauce and spread it evenly. Keep cooking it for another 3 minutes or so. Give it a good stir, then turn off the heat and cover it. Next, let's open up a can of organic refried beans and heat it up in medium heat for about 4 minutes. Stir it, turn off the heat and cover it. Now let's dice the toppings that we're going to use for our nachos. Mince a quarter cup of onions, dice half a tomato, and for a little spicy kick, mince 1 to 2 jalapeno peppers. Carefully cut open a whole ripe avocado so we can make a simple guac. Gently cut across and add it to a bowl. Squeeze half a lime, add salt to your liking, mash it lightly, then put aside. Next, let's shred our Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese, about 8 ounces total. Mix them up and put aside for now. We're almost there, yay! Let's heat up our nacho chips. I'm adding them to a sheet pan that's been lined with nonstick foil. Add part of the shredded cheese, enough to cover most of the chips. Now, pop it in the oven for about 4 to 5 minutes until cheese is nicely melted. Meanwhile you're heating up the nachos, go ahead and reheat the ground beef and the refried beans for a few more minutes so it can be hot when you add it to your nachos. Okay, let's start building these yummy nachos. I like using a large plate to spread out the toppings easily. So in this case, I started with adding in the ground beef, tomatoes, some onions, and jalapenos. Spoon in some of the refried beans. You can be generous, add however much you want. Next, the guac, add to it as much as you like. I finish by dolloping in some yummy sour cream and top it off with a little more tomatoes and jalapenos. That's it. Now grab some and crunch away.
Yes, that's me getting dibs on the first chip. Please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.